Okay, talk about a bad penny. It's like my heart has something to say, and maybe I'm resisting doing a long video. I don't know what. But I wanted to follow up on something I said 2 videos ago. Two. And that is, it's okay to be angry. It's okay to be sad, depressed, you know, non-forgiving, jealous, whatever it is that you're feeling, it's okay. So I'm going to ask you now to go into your heart, get completely out of your head, and give me a chance to close the loop with this. Okay, you down in your chest? All right, let's go for it. Now, it is what it is. For 20 years, I had a girlfriend that was trying to tell me, and I laughed the first time she said this. She said, "You know, you're really mad at God." And I said, "You've got to be kidding. I'm in love with God. You know, my whole life is this love affair with God." And I just wrote it off. I couldn't see it. I couldn't feel it. I didn't understand. Well, it literally took better than a decade before I could even begin to see this. And I wasn't going to fake it. I wasn't going to believe something that I couldn't perceive. So I'm not going to go back and rehash the past and try to figure out how I could have done it better. I did it as good as I could, okay? You need to do this for yourself too. You did as well as you could at the time, all the time. Cut yourself loads of slack. Don't forget, you're having a new love affair and it's with yourself. Sorry about the Skype thing. I forgot to turn it off. Okay, so loving the self. These feelings exist. What my friend would say is that I was afraid to acknowledge that I was angry with God. And the one telling argument that she had that came closest to getting through to me was this. She said, "Look, God knows this anyway. You're not hiding anything from God. So you might as well just acknowledge it because it's like clear and apparent that it's there." So I'm going to say that to you. What you have inside of you that you try to cover up by trying to be a really good person and think positive thoughts and say nice things and dress nicely and don't pick your nose and whatever other little social customs, drop them for now. We're being in heart. Right now, this is your chance to be real. If you want to touch home base and your own divinity, let's be real. And the only thing that counts here is truth. And that means it is what it is. And we're going to acknowledge that. We're not going to be afraid of it anymore. It is what it is. And that's what I've been counseling, that we allow, just allow our feelings to exist, allow them to be. They're obviously there anyway. And you cannot band-aid them by putting some nice Christian concept down over the top of them and saying, "No, I am forgiving. I refuse to see you non-forgiveness. I will forgive," And so you've got the head fighting the heart, and we've got this eternal resistance to what is. And I repeat, it's really stupid. It's like knocking our own head bloody against a brick wall. And God will allow you to do this as long as it's what you want to do. None compels. Nobody's forcing anybody into anything. But our own hearts are forcing us. Our own hearts are calling to us so intensively. And we're waking up. And so we're more ready now than we ever have been to grapple with this stuff. The reason that we've splintered and split off and fractured our own psyche is being unwilling to accept what is. So let's have a good look at it. Just because it is right here, right now, in this moment. See, this is what I wanted to say. Just because it is now does not mean it's going to be tomorrow or the next day or for always or whatever. All right? But it's not going to heal if it's not accepted first. It's got a message for us. There's something there that needs to be looked at, and it won't go away. You know how it is. God, the source, God, the Lord, whatever, will get your attention with a feather if you're sensitive to a feather. And if not, the ante goes up until, you're getting smacked around with a veritable 2x4. My life's been like that. How about yours? A lot of us are pretty hard-headed. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. It just is what it is. And I hope to have many seeing the beauty in that phrase, just like the I don't know phrase. It is what it is, holds precious wisdom. It holds peace. It holds power, tremendous power in simply allowing what is to be. And then all the fractured bits, pieces, and parts of us can begin to come home, can begin to heal, because we're willing to listen. We open our arms. We love the self enough to allow it to be what it is, and to get the Nazi standing up there in the mind, cracking the whip, trying to beat us into submission and control and into some image of niceness or goodness or salvation or whatever. I mean, come on. We've been tricked with a bunch of that stuff. So the loving way to be, there's no life that I will accept that doesn't have truth in it. Truth has to be first. And so that's where it is what it is comes from. It might not be pretty, but if it's true, it's pretty in its own way. Even that non-forgiveness or whatever it is, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It has something for you, something that is going to enrich your life immeasurably once you open your heart to it. What's in the way is just being afraid. Well, that's not in heart. There's no fear in heart. So, from the kingdom, from the throne that you take up within heart, there's nothing you can't look at and deal with. There's nothing that can get the best of you, because you are the best, my friend. You are that. Good day. See you again. I don't know how soon, but at this rate, pretty soon.